welcome back to another episode of Sunday School Online. This month, we're going to have a bunch of special guests telling us about the Christmas season. While there may not be snow on the ground yet, although maybe when you're watching this video there will be, we'll be going around and asking people how they get ready for Christmas. Are you ready? Let's go. Welcome to my house. This is my cat Minion. And one of the things that we like to do together to get ready for Christmas is to decorate our Christmas tree. Nice job!
Hi friends, this is my dog Rex, and one of my favorite ways of getting ready for Jesus' birthday is to dress up with Rex as reindeer.
Hi, hey, it's Pastor Kevin and Wendell, and we want to wish you a Merry Christmas. And Wendell, I have a question. You know, we're decorating this tree, but why you have such a big hat? Oh, that's because I'm expecting a lot of presents. Well, have you been a good boy this year? Why? What have you heard? Well, I love this time of year. I do too. I love how we can decorate the Christmas tree and we have the pretty lights. I like the presents. I love how we can get together with family and we can have good food. I like the presents. I like how we can gather together and worship together and we can sing the hymns and have candlelight services. I like the presents. Is that all you think about are the presents? No, I like the toys. Well, we hope that you have a wonderful Advent and Christmas season. Yeah, Merry Christmas.
So here we are back at church with the Advent wreath and our friend Pastor Marcia.
Well, hi Callie Jo, it's good to be here at Sunday School with all you kids today.
So maybe you've been watching at home or you've been here in church and you've seen this Advent wreath and you might have some questions about it. So Pastor Marcia, what is an Advent wreath and why isn't it hanging on a wall?
Thanks Callie Jo. Yes, this is the season of Advent, and Advent is the 4 Sundays or 4 weeks before Christmas. Advent comes from a Latin word that means to prepare or to get ready for something coming. And so Advent is the season in the church year when we get ready for the coming of the newborn King, Jesus. One of the ways we prepare for the baby Jesus is to decorate. And you saw how Callie Jo, Pastor Kevin, and I do that at home, and how my dog Rex really likes to get ready for Christmas, most importantly. You will also see that we get ready for Christmas here at church with a lot of different symbols you see every year. One of them is this Advent wreath, as Callie Jo said. And what you'll notice is the Advent wreath always has green evergreens around it. And you'll see evergreens all over the place. In fact, you have a really big evergreen in your home, and we call that our Christmas tree. The reason we use evergreens is unlike trees that have leaves that turn colors in the fall and the leaves fall off, evergreens don't change. They remain green all year round. And that reminds us that Jesus is somebody that we can always trust in, that God is dependable, and that we have everlasting life. You will notice that the Advent wreath, or a wreath, is circular. So this wreath, or the wreath that you have on your front door possibly, a circle has no beginning and no end. It just always keeps going round and round. And so, like a wedding ring, any circle reminds us that it is eternal. And so that the evergreen and the circle remind us that the purpose of Jesus' life was to give us eternal life.
That's really cool. So tell me more about these candles. I noticed we have 3 blue ones, 1 pink one, and then a smaller white one in the center. What do they mean?
Yes, so we have 5 candles. The 4 candles each are for one of the 4 Sundays during Advent. And the middle one is the Christ candle, which we light on Christmas. We have different colors. You will notice that there are 3. In our church, they are blue. In other churches, sometimes they are purple. Blue is the color for hope. Purple stands for royalty. Jesus is the newborn king. And it also represents penance. Penance is a really big word that says, I'm sorry for. Another big word we might use is confession, but it's admitting that we have done something wrong or that there's something broken in our life. These candles also each have a particular meaning. So the first Sunday of Advent, our blue candle represents hope. The second candle represents peace. The third represents love. And the fourth, the pink candle, represents joy. And in the church, the color pink stands for joy. The one in the middle is the Christ candle. It is white. White represents purity. And Jesus came to save us or to cleanse us from our brokenness and separation from God. You will see that we have a Christ candle here. Some churches use the big Christ candle that we have, this one, to put in the middle of their Advent wreath. We just have it separate, and that's okay. Well, you know, there are symbols throughout our homes and the church as well that we see that have really important meanings. So if you look on the Christmas trees, and maybe even in your home you see more candles, when we have lights on our tree or we light the candles on our Advent wreaths or in our house, it reminds us that Jesus is the light of the world. We put decorations on our trees because we are excited, and when people get excited for someone special, a lot of times we clean our houses and decorate them. And on top of our trees, Callie Jo, what do you like to put on top of your tree?
Typically, I like to put a big star on the top of my tree.
And I wonder what the star might represent on top of your tree.
Well, just like we talked about in Sunday school, the wise men followed a star to baby Jesus.
That's
Right?
exactly right. And Callie Jo, we don't put a star on top of our tree. On the top of my tree is an angel. And that represents and tells the story of how the angels told the shepherds in the field that Jesus had been born so that the shepherds could go see Jesus. We're going to be walking around the church today, seeing different ways that the church is getting ready for Jesus, just like you got to see how Callie Jo, Rex, and I get ready for Jesus too.
Looks like one of the decorations they put up here at Faith is the Nativity Scene right outside the church. We have Joseph, Mary, baby Jesus, and even a little lamb. It helps us remember the Christmas story. Another thing we do here at church is put up Christmas trees all around. Looks like we got a couple being built right now. Thank you so much for joining us this week as we learned about how me and Pastor Marsha and Minion and Rex, how we all get ready for Christmas. Thanks for touring around the church with us and learning more about what the Advent wreath is and what the Advent season is all about. Join us next week for a very special streaming of the Faith Kids Christmas program called The Christmas Checklist, which streams at 9 a.m. and 10:45 a.m. You're not going to want to miss it. All right, friends, see you next week. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.